Camera, you know, it's the one with the person
It's the one with the
pointing at
person
him.
you were just explaining
I
it.
was.
We have 2 penalties for the tricks.
That's right. So they will be starting down 2 blockers.
2 blockers,
But
yeah.
right now, the story is tricks 25, treats 23. That's the end of the first quarter. Go on down, get yourself a drink, hit the bar, hit outside. There's some amazing vendors that I'm going to tell you about later. But right now, why don't you go see for yourself? We'll be back in 5.
Don't forget your raffle tickets.
Welcome back to the second quarter of exciting roller derby action here in Vernon, California. Beautiful downtown Vernon.
I was listening to, there was Loser was just playing, and I was like, no, not here. There are no losers.
There are no losers. We are all winners.
Winners, and then almost as much of a winner. Those are the two. We were second winners.
We got winners, we have second winners, auxiliary winners. And escaping at the front of the pack is number 201 for
Frida Bravo.
Frida Bravo. I wasn't stalling. I was making it exciting. I was drawing it out. That was suspense, Hala.
I'm sorry, your finger trailed, and to me, I just wanted to give you an assist.
You can give me a bump.
I was.
I'll give you a whip, a Dole Whip. That's the best kind of whip. Both jammers out, but Frida Bravo still in the lead, calls it off.
We got it low. We got it. Sorry. LB for 998 and
a stopping block for Mad X. You see, when that whistle blows, everybody's got to take off in a... I always have to check counterclockwise, clockwise. I don't know my left from my right, and apparently I don't know how clocks work either.
whiskey counter.
That's counterclockwise.
Yes.
Everybody takes off in a counterclockwise direction. They are not allowed to stop. They are not allowed to take so much as one step in a clockwise direction. That's not a problem for Sweet Baby Rage. Out, lead, and with a big lead, whipping around that track. Cuts low, jumps high. 4 points already, looking for 5.
Got a low blocking. Chemical X hit with a low blocking penalty on that one.
That's right, 1 fewer blocker for the Tricks, but 4 more points. 34-23 for the team in black, the Tricks.
We haven't shouted lead change much, but it feels like that's what keeps happening every time I turn around.
Well, they've been sneaking up on us.
Yeah.
We are not appropriately having our situational awareness. We would both make lousy jammers, Hala.
Yeah, I was not one for long. I was one out of necessity and not desire. Sometimes you put the panty on because they're telling you must.
Finding Gory out in lead for the Tricks. Yeah, nothing will humble you as a skater or a former skater that like watching these juniors skate.
It's really true.
Incredible. The speed, the power, and the fearlessness are all off of the charts, especially with the really experienced all-star skaters.
Yeah, I stand by part of it is their knees work better than any other skater in the league. They just have good knees. They get up very, very quickly.
Fresh knees. Everybody loves
fresh knees for fresh meat.
Whoa! Not a lot of space on that inside line.
Definitely gave it a try. Finding Gory.
Gives it a shot, but Slim Reaper comes to her own defense. Puts that jammer out, ends the jam. Not before a big pile of points got piled up by somebody. All right, audience, who here is cheering for the Treats? And who's out here cheering for the Tricks? I don't know, sounds pretty even, Hala. Who here has already opened their Halloween candy? Heck yeah, me too.
What is your favorite candy of this time of year, Trixie?
You know, it's less about what my favorite candy is and about like what needs to stay away from me at all costs. And I'll tell you what's going to stay away from me at all costs.
Can I guess?
Let me have it.
Candy corn.
It's not candy corn. I love candy corn.
Oh boy.
No, the COVID of the Halloween candy is got to be the Twizzlers.
Oh no, see, we would get along forever.
Yeah.
I'll take your Twizzlers and you can have all the cotton candy. We've got a directional blocking for 7L11. And for 478, we have an illegal block. Can't read the tiniest little guy down there.
Illegal procedure.
And arms for 6248.
Illegal procedure can be a lot of things, and they did write it on there. I just can't see that far. So we'll all have to live in mystery. Think of your favorite procedure. Now think of a way to make it illegal. That's what just happened.
It's also the medical community as it stands currently.
That's right. Somebody left the forceps in there when they closed.
It's an illegal procedure.
That is an absolutely illegal and possibly legally actionable procedure.
But here we just sit it out for one jam, and we forget about it.
Speaking of sitting it out, the Tricks are sitting out their jammer. Treats, make some noise for a power jam!
Power jam!
Big opportunity for the Treats to spackle up that 42-23 lead. Slap a little bondo on that scoreboard.
Trick's not making it easy for...
No, Frida Bralo all over the track. Takes Dirty Tricks down, but...
Looking for a friendly, and she's through.
That's right, she's out of there. About half a jam left. She's gonna have to get around quick to get those points. Tricks are struggling to get to the front of the pack. They've made it, and now they're trying to run away. They can only go so far before everyone has to get the pack back together or risk failure to reform penalties. 15 seconds left in the jam. Tricks is picking up those points. Got about one more to beat. Will Tricks pass 63? Doesn't look like it. Outstanding defense from the Tricks and great effort from Frida Bralo and the Treats.
Number 17 does get a blocking penalty, so that is going to be a power jam. What, you mean be louder?
Yes, I want
I'm
you
being
to be
quiet
louder.
for you. I'm doing my golf voice. I apologize, because earlier you were like, I think that might be too high. So what is happening right now is our jammers are switching out for the Tricks because they are about to have a power jam.
That's right. Dirty Tricks goes down for a back block. That's when you hit somebody from behind and they fall down. You don't have to have meant to do it. It just has to have happened. And there goes Bella. Blitz lead jammer for the Tricks. Bella is so fast.
So fast.
So fast.
Bella's here again. Bella was just here.
Bella's like Christmas. It was just here and then it's back.
They'll make her way through that pack.
They start announcing her in July at CBS. One scoring pass for Bella, plenty of time for another.
This is how the Tricks are making an incredible lead here out of the second quarter, 42-27 right now, and definitely some more points coming after Bella finishes this jam.
That's right. Jinx led the way, trying to close the door in the front. They managed to stop Bella for a little while, long enough that she can't make another scoring pass. That's it on the Tricks Power Jam. For a total of 10 points.
10 points.
52-27 in favor of the Troops.
We definitely have some penalties coming.
Well, we'll read all about that a little bit later. Why don't you read all about some of this?
I can. Hey, whether you want to skate roller derby for fun or to prepare for fresh meat, Derby Port Vita is the place for you. You can visit our table outside to learn more. And while you're watching our juniors kick butt around this track, do you know a girl between the ages of 7 and 17 is looking for a fun challenge? The Junior Derby dolls may be just for her. That table outside has all of the info.
There's no table. The table's a lie.
What do you mean? What do? You just go out there and say, I love this! And then
This is
someone
so
finds you and gives
good.
you a helmet, and then you're like, what's happening? And they're like, you've practiced tomorrow 3 times this week.
You buy a mouth guard and you put it under your pillow.
That's really all you need.
And the Derby Fairy comes to your house.
It's
and
a special, special occasion. You never forget the first time the Derby Fairy comes to you.
Now, what you really ought to do is go to derbydolls.com. There's going to be links there about all of our programs. Junior Derby, Derby Port Vita, which is an adult fun and fitness derby league where you can go from never having skated before to skating this bank track, just like I would say professional. None of us are professionals exactly. But just like a real skater, because you'll be a real skater.
That's right.
All of this information at derbydolls.com.
52-27 with just under 9 minutes left in this half.
Both jammers fighting hard to get out. Almost even.
Skate White Shark called it up very quickly once that street skater was out.
And then called it off again. The second time got the whistle.
Just,
Sometimes it takes a second.
sometimes you wanted to, extra luck.
It's
I
the
really
time
mean
zone,
it.
you know?
What?
It's the time zone.
It is. It is.
It's relativity. The jammers are going really fast, so it takes a second for
Is that what time dilation
That
is?
is what time dilation is.
Thank you. That was your science second with Trixie Biscuit.
That's right. Wait till the 4th. We're going to talk about the rubber sheet theory. It's not what you think.
I hope not. I hope it's not what I think.
All right. Looks like the treats are getting their folks up there. They seem to be down 1, unless I'm miscounting. Sometimes they hide behind each other. No, the treats definitely down a blocker here. Everybody's caught up in that pack.
I mean, that is the beauty of skating in all of these different ages and sizes. You really can tuck someone right in there. Like, I think that might be,
It really is an
I've been
advantage.
destroyed by an 8-year-old.
It really is an advantage that smaller skaters do have out there on the track, both in junior and adult, although in juniors it can usually be more pronounced.
Yeah.
But yeah, smaller skater, harder to find a legal place to hit them. Sometimes harder to see when you just turn around and look. Quick move by Stitches. Grabs the lead and calls it off.
That was a crowd who knew what calling it off meant, and I appreciate it.
We always appreciate our crowd for coming on out. We also appreciate them because crowds are usually made up largely of friends, family, parents, relatives, the people who make, along with the skaters and the coaches, who make Junior Derby happen. Because one thing these skaters can't do, they can block, they can score, they can turn around and skate backwards, but they can't drive themselves to practice. So thank you, parents and families, for making this happen and letting us have your skaters here.
Alter Ego lead jammer status, but the room coming up right behind.
Pack is almost at a standstill in turn 2. Alter Ego jumps in, gets 1, calls it off. And 1 point doesn't seem like much, but that's how you make back a lead when you're down by, I can't do math that fast, 24. When you're down by 24, you get them one at a time.
That's just a couple power jams. We got a directional blocking for 000 and a directional blocking for 47B. Am I saying that right?
478 finding Gory.
Thank you.
And Bella Blitz, that's Bella's 3rd trip to the box by my unofficial count. You only get 7 penalties. On your 7th, you are ejected. Great reason to keep it clean out there.
Pink Poison, lead jammer status. These treats are definitely going to want to pick up some points.
Is Hell has escaped. But, Pink Poison has all the
There
room
you
in
go.
the world.
And calls it up right away because time is of the essence at this kind of point difference.
Absolutely, yeah. The treats want to get their points, reset, get another jam, get some more of those points. 32-52, just down by 20. 5.5 minutes to go in the half.
We do have a treat sitting out. Oh, and it is the blocker. So we are going to have the tricks on a power jam. We also have an arms penalty for 11:54.
Yeah, blocking above the shoulders. It could be hitting somebody in the head, or it could be leading with your head to hit somebody. Either way, it's not safe, and so we don't let the folks do it.
This isn't soccer. This isn't
Isn't
soccer.
soccer.
This isn't soccer.
Yeah, we also don't let people fall down and pretend.
They go, what? No, well, you know what? I think some skaters do.
But we don't let them is the point.
We try
It's
not
not
to let them.
encouraged.
It's not encouraged.
All right, whistle blows. Everybody's off. Tricks are trying to hold a player in the back to make the pack be in the back. But Stargirl's at the front, so
It's Frida
it's
Barallo.
a split pack.
Going to make her way through this wall of treats.
That's a tough wall up front.
It's a tough wall.
Mad X has been owning the front of that pack for the treats for the whole half.
But Frida does get out.
Frida's only got 25 seconds to come around and score, though. You can see that the treats want to speed it up, but Jurassic Punk stopped in the back of that pack. See, they didn't have to go and catch up. They could have just stayed back there with Jurassic Punk.
You know, there's a lot to listen to when you're on the track. You've got your coaches, you've got your teammates,
You got the audience.
you got the audience, you got the enforcers, you got us in your ear, just every once in a while saying your name. That's weird.
I
You're
would
like, who
have
are
had
those ladies?
Thank God my mom wasn't like around when I was skating roller derby. She got kicked off the sidelines at a football game that none of her children were playing in.
Wow.
Grammar school football in Chicago, Illinois, back in the 70s.
We got a directional penalty for 5:22. Oh no, delay of game.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
That's right. We got 30 seconds between jams, and if you don't get your business together within 30 seconds, you could get a delay of game. That's just what happened to the Tricks, and Kitten Crush taking advantage for the Treats.
Zooming out of that pack.
Zoom, zoom. Bella Blitz.
Bella Blitz still trying to get on their skates so they can break out.
That
And
would
she
help.
does.
You gotta have your skates on.
That's how Treats do it.
A very nifty little hip whip
Yes.
cutting through that pack.
It's nice. I also like when you call off the jam with that much style. You know, when you're just like, I did that. My more is always
That's
like,
right.
oh, please, can we stop?
I
She was
beg
like,
of you,
I
stop
did
the
this.
jam.
Yes. We do have a low blocking penalty against number 10 on Tricks, on Jinx there.
Yep.
So the Treats are down one blocker in this jam. We have just under 3 minutes left in this first quarter of the second half.
Yeah. A low block could be that you tripped somebody with your leg or whatever, or it could be you fell down and someone tripped over you.
That's right.
But that didn't happen to Wensley Adams. Wensley, captain of your Treats, is lead jammer. Knocking on the door, getting those Treats.
That's right. Give it up for the Treats.
Should be another 3 points for him, cutting the lead 56-39. Still in favor of the Tricks, but the Treats are mounting a comeback.
They are definitely found. And they are going to have a power jam now because there is a penalty for the black jammer from the last jam.
Yeah, that's stopping on the track. She didn't hear me when I explained about stopping. You can't
listen,
do it.
She can't listen to everybody. And point is, the Treats have definitely found some wind in their sails, and they're hoping to keep hacking at this. Going to get right back up and back in the pack for Mad X.
That's right. Mad X got slowed down by the Tricks blockers. It can be real hard to keep your feet on these corners. They're the steepest part of the track, and if you're not going fast, it's rough. But Mad
this
X
crowd knows
escapes.
Mad X is out and looking to make some points on this power jam.
Once again, we've got the attacking team in the back, the defending team in the front, the jam clock running down. Looks like Mad X is only going to get one shot at this, Hala.
It's true, and she took a definite like a gaze at things to decide, how am I coming through? What can I do?
You got to pick your line, pick your moment.
And she calls off the jam. We are under 1 minute left in this quarter, 56-39. Still the Tricks' game, but the Treats.
Late breaking news. Treats 2 more points on the board.
There you go. And we have a failure to reform penalty against Skater 101.
That's lash out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Failure to reform when the pack is split.
The Tricks are out. And the crowd is letting us know that they are very much invested in this Tricks versus Treats. It is a jammer race to this pack. Will the Treats pick up a point or two before the...
No points on that jam, but we've got 17 seconds left on the game clock. So we've got time for one more jam.
One more jam in this quarter.
Even if that game clock runs out, this jam will continue until the jam clock runs out or until the lead jammer calls it off.
Is it almost raffle time? This game is...
No, a raffle happens at the end of the third, which means you've got plenty of time to get your raffle
so
tickets.
Good. Thank you. I was like, how did that happen? How are we so fast? They're fast. Furious George is already out, making her way around to the back of this pack, while the Treats jammer also finds her way out. That's hidden. The Tricks are looking to pick up some points before we hit halftime. Having a hard time getting past the Treats, and calls it off.
All right, that's 1 point for the Tricks, extending their lead 57-41 at the half. So we're going to take a little break here. We'd love you to go outside. There are some amazing things out there. Abby's Sweet Cream Vegan Ice Cream, Blue Smoke Barbecue, pulled pork sandwiches, hot dogs, and Impossible Burgers. homemade pickled onions, coleslaw, and dill pickles. Sounds amazing. Rude Chicks Skatewear, all skate, no hate since 2008. Go out there and get yourself something to wear. And don't come to the roller derby game naked next time. What's wrong with you?
Well, I understand you had a spirit behind what you were doing. It's a birthday suit for a Halloween costume.
There you go. All right, and we will see you back here while I think of a good Halloween costume for myself. Holly, you too, and we'll see you back here in 20.
Enjoy your half.
Live here at the Dahala. We are here with
Doomsdaisy.
and Doomsdaisy. How many years have you been with the Derby doll?
Oh, 8 years now.
8 years. Well, I have a question for you. What is your favorite position on the track when you skate?
I like being a blocker. I'll jam when I have to, but I like blocking.
Nice, nice. And now, what is your favorite warm-up drill?
Warm-up drill, I like doing four corners because I feel like that gets everybody involved, jammers, blockers. It gets everybody thinking.
That is wonderful. And what about one comment about what you're seeing on the track this morning?
Well, I want to say this bout is really special because we have junior coaches. We have 4 of our junior skaters that are the coaches. So I think they're doing an amazing job. I am so proud of them. I love seeing them take a leadership position, and that's one of the things that's great about Junior Derby.
And speaking of Junior Derby, great segue, as if I paid you for that. When does the next season begin?
So we'll have one more game, our champs game in December, and then we will start up again next season with the adult season. I think that usually starts in February, but we always take junior skaters. Throughout the year, we take new skaters into the program.
And being that it is Halloween, what is your favorite candy?
Peppermint patties.
And the last thing, favorite scary Halloween movie?
Every scary Halloween movie. I love scary movies. Every scary movie.
And I believe your coven is calling, and our next interviewees are up. Come on down. And who am I speaking with?
Ziggy Stardust, Honey BB,
Okay, and then what team are you with today?
Treats, Team Treats.
And normally, what team are you with the home team?
I'm on Fight Crew. I'm on Scream Queens. Woo, Scream Queens!
Wonderful. So now, being that you're here coaching, what is it that's your favorite thing about Los Angeles Derby Dolls?
I really like the community here. Everyone's so nice and it's really welcoming. I like that there's a lot of people here, a lot of friends to make.
That's wonderful. Do you have any pre-bout rituals?
Not really. Me neither.
Well, you have a long way to go, and you can develop that. It comes with experience, trust me. There's definitely a lot of pre-bout rituals going on with socks and gear. It's a thing. Now, the last thing that I wanted to ask you is, from your team, what are you seeing that is impactful for what you're doing out on the track this morning, or actually this afternoon?
I think one thing that is really helping our team is sticking together and buddying up and listening to your coaches.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good at defense. I'm really happy with that.
And just for our viewers at home, can you just elaborate really quickly about what defense is?
So that's when my blockers would be stopping the other jammer, and for the other team, their blockers would be stopping our jammer.
And while we're on that topic, what is offense?
Offense is helping your own jammer to get out of the pack and score points.
And seeing that it's halftime, anything that you'd like to see changed for the rest of the bout?
I think pretty much people are doing pretty good. Please listen to us when you're on the track and make sure you look back at the bench. But other than that, good job, everyone.
Wonderful.
I'd love to see them hustling and going through with an assist. Also, fighting up a little bit more.
That is wonderful. And I forgot to ask you both, how long have you been with the Derby Dolls?
2 years.
I've been back for 2 years, but in a total, I've been skating about 4 years.
And that is wonderful. And I'm sending it back to you, Eye in the Sky. And we are live, and we have one more special guest today. Who am I with?
Hasselblack.
And I am on Dragonback. What a coincidence. Now, what is your role here at the Derby Dolls in this bout today?
So in this bout, I am a penalty box administrator, which means I am paired up with a team. In this case, it would be the white team, and I report their penalties to them and make sure that whatever skaters need to be sitting in the box are sitting in the box.
Do you know how many rules there are in roller derby?
A lot.
What is your favorite one of them?
Well, I'll say my favorite penalty is a multiplayer block.
And do you know, was that the first rule you memorized?
No. Probably the first rule I memorized was a cutting penalty.
And what is cutting?
It's when a player gets blocked off the track by the opposing team, and when they are re-entering the track, they cannot better their position in front of the person who knocked them off, or too many skaters on their team or the other team.
Wonderful. And being that it's Halloween, I've been asking everybody, what is your favorite Halloween candy?
I'm not going to say candy corn because I don't want people to get sick in their mouths, but I'll say Snickers.
Wonderful. And I'm getting news that that is all of our time. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the second half of roller derby action, LA Junior Derby Dolls, where the treats in white are trailing the tricks in black, 41-57. This is our second half, and we're going to be kicking it off with a power jam. That's right, Furious George did something.
Got an arms penalty on that last
that's
one.
right.
So that's why we have the tricks at a treats at a much needed power jam. That's the song I'm working on. Do you like
that.
it?
That's good. Are you sure you want to
I don't think it's going to catch on.
All right, whistle blows. The treats are in a position to do themselves a lot of good right here. But I'll tell you what, Make You Holla, I was looking at the penalties over the half, and it seems to me the tricks have been giving away a lot of power jams, but the treats just haven't been able to convert.
Yeah, it is true that, but but when they are on fire, it really, you can tell this crowd is watching, and it really, here we go. Just like I said, like
Right
you
on
know
cue.
exactly where the treats are at all times.
One thing about our audience, they know when their cue is.
This is a good time to buy those raffle tickets, like I mentioned earlier, because after this quarter will be the end of raffle sales, and we will be announcing our raffle winners. That is 4 VIP passes to the Broad. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah,
We got
not
a
just passes,
fairy corn
VIP.
collectible plushie from the Fall Guys, and 3 Fall Guys small 12-inch collectible plushies, and a gift bag of Derby Doll merch. So if you were over there at halftime saying, I wish I had merch cash, get yourself a ticket and see what you can go home with.
There you go. You know, the great thing about the VIP experience at the Broad, with the VIP pass, they let you lick the art. You can find out what it all tastes like.
I didn't know that. That is VIP.
No, that's very VIP.
I don't know that they actually let you do that, Trixie. You may have committed a crime and no one caught you. I don't care how much your ticket costs. Please don't lick the art.
I don't know what
Treats.
you're talking about.
Treats out right away on this. But we have the Tricks coming right up. This is a bit of a jammer race to the back of this very slow pack waiting. Hit it and quit it. Very nice work there by Jinx.
Jinx calls it off, but not before the Tricks pick up 2 points. So that's 4 for the Treats, 2 for the Tricks. 50-59.
Directional blocking for number 42 there. That's Chemical X at the Tricks. So Tricks will be down 1 jammer. I'm sorry, 1 blocker, but both jammers are on the track.
Important news for the Tricks also. That is Chemical X's 5th penalty by my extremely unofficial count. Chemical X only gets 2 more before they are 86 from this year bout.
That's what she'll be thinking about in the pack. That's a very, very, very fast Rage coming out of the pack there. Making her way all the way to the back of the pack already. Sweet Baby Rage dodging a fallen blocker.
Yeah, Jolteon knocked down the opposing blocker.
Already out of that pack again.
Calls it off, but
was it before Slim Reaper grabbed any points? Did you see?
It wasn't. Both teams picking up a bunch of points on that jam. 4 and 4, 54-63.
This lead is closing in on the Tricks here, 63-54, just under 12 minutes left in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to Pat Dodd. Pat is watching from Southport, UK.
Oh.
Pat is Smackaroni's grandma and loves watching the junior bouts. Hi, Smackaroni's grandma.
Oh, yay! Gran, is it a Gran? When it's from that far away, do we call her Gran?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to...
have to ask Smackaroni.
That's right. What do you call your grandma, Hala?
Well, there was one that had like 8 dogs, so we called her Grandma with the Puppies.
Like
and then the
every
other
time?
one...
Grandma with the puppies.
Well,
Please
Grandma
pass
with the
the cheese
Puppies, at one
macaroni.
point, she had a rooster, and she had some squirrels, and some spider monkeys, and a lot of cats, and...
Are you sure you didn't just call the nice lady docent at the zoo grandma?
Well, this was before I was born. I had nothing. I had nothing to do with this. She had some weird empty nest stuff that was going on. And then my other grandma was just like, Grandma Ribbon's fine.
Most people don't solve the empty nest problem by actually getting animals
Making a full
to make
nest.
nests.
That's right. She zooed it up. No one could stop her.
Like Matt Damon, we bought a zoo at Grandma with the Puppies' house.
Grandma with the Puppies knew what she was doing. You know, people leave you alone when you have that many animals. I think that's what she was looking for. Looks like we might have some penalties coming. Oh, nope, they went away. Who doesn't love an erased penalty? You want shout-outs? They're right here. These shout-outs?
These shout-outs right here. Oh, we ran out of time. I promise I'll tell you about the shout-outs next time. They're so good. They're super shouty.
They are shouty.
Shouty, shouty shout-outs.
All right, we've got full packs here, both jammers, and a 9-point game here in the 3rd quarter.
Keeping it close, keeping it exciting.
Treats really sweetened the deal here.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Thank you. But that is Beetlejuke out as lead jammer, looking to make that lead a little bit bigger.
I was going to say with the signature stripy sock, but you know, we got a lot of people out here in stripy socks today.
It's very Halloween-y in here. I appreciate it. Definitely getting told to call it off, and Beetlejuice does before that Treats Jammer got her way into the pack. You didn't ask. It's Snickers. That's my favorite thing.
Ask.
That's my favorite
Paula,
Halloween. It's my favorite candy most of the time.
Care.
Zero penalties, but there was a directional blocking that's going to happen up here real soon at the top of these tall stairs. They'll be like, well, this is a first. The announcers have to sit out an entire jam, and Pam Hal is not asked back again.
One jammer on the mic. Tricks Jammer communicating with the pack. Comes in super hot, hits
Pink
the rail,
Poison.
hits the hips.
Pink Poison hitting the track on the end of that at the whistle. But nobody minded.
Nobody minded.
Nobody minded that at all.
No penalties.
What are penalties?
Full packs. 54-65 in favor of the Tricks.
Just over 10 minutes left in this quarter. That means just over 10 minutes left to get your raffle tickets. You know you want to go home with 4 passes to lick some art. You say when you walk in, Trixie told me.
Hey, Trixie
I'd like to lick the starry room. I guess that's where you start. No one would know you're in there alone. They're taking your picture. And you can lick all the mirrors. I don't know.
I want to lick the pumpkins.
Woo!
Oh, wow. Incredible blocking by Jinx at the front of that pack. Hidden says, I want some of that too, but they're outside 20 feet. When you get 20 feet away from the pack, you got to let that jammer go.
It's a very controlled pack doing their best to keep the Tricks Jammer from scoring, but that jammer is making their way through this pack.
Smaller Brawler still in the pack, still getting taken up and down by, looks like Rage.
When a pack is this slow, you know some penalties are coming.
You generally
that
see
is true.
some. The slower you're going, the harder it is to not do directional blocks,
It's really
not do stop
true.
blocks.
To stop on the track, you just find your body making penalties.
It's not my fault, it's nature.
It's my arms and physics.
It's like the speed, except it's not.
That's why we have assisting out of bounds for 478. We do have a jammer down for number 74 who is going to be sitting for stopping on the track. Like we said, and directional blocking for skater number 10. That's Jinx. That's going to put these treats on a power jam.
That song keeps getting better.
I'm workshopping it right here.
Dirty Tricks gets out quick for the treats. Tricks are trying to speed the pack. The team, the Tricks, not Dirty Tricks. It's too confusing.
It's a lot of tricks, a lot of treats. Just gotta, and you know, I don't know what your name is, Trixie. It's really been difficult. It's a lot of tricks, but it's in the spirit of Halloween, and it's one magical night, and the treats are ready to score as many points as possible on this power jam.
Can Dirty Tricks get around one more time? Only if you cheer loud enough. That's the only way that can happen.
You gotta cheer on your Dirty Tricks.
There they are.
That's right. That's what she needs. Nice work, everybody.
But the black wall takes off, and time runs out on that jam. We got 5 points for the treats.
5 points for the treats. Taking us 73 to 59 with just over 7 minutes left in this quarter.
Yes, indeed, in the third quarter of exciting roller derby action right here in Vernon, California. Made famous by Jim Varney's catchphrase, you know what I mean, Vernon?
Sweet Baby Rage making her way to the back of this pack, already looking to score some points. But the treats are doing their best.
Split pack, and
Split
they
pack
have
on that
to let
one,
that
have to
jammer
let her go. Treats Jammer's still trying to get out there.
Just where it looked like Kitten Crush was going to get by on the inside. Boom, back in the infield with you. And it's a full pull for the Tricks.
Sweet Baby Rage coming through again.
Just so much lateral movement, so much determination, and so many points for Sweet Baby Rage.
And she calls off the jam.
An outstanding jam results in 15 points!
15 points.
Oh, I workshopped that one.
Workshop that one. You can. Yeah. It's like a sea shanty. 15 points.
And a big timeout for the treats.
Well, that's great because we're going to have some penalties to assess over here.
I imagine so. But, during the halftime break, I was talking to Doomsdaisy, one of the heads of the juniors program, and asking about what was making this game so very special. She said that she wanted to point out all of the coaches out there today are juniors themselves. They are Honeybee Bee, Ziggy Stardust for the treats, Petrifier and Greased Frightening for the tricks, stepping up into that leadership position, coaching, doing it all themselves, and she is so proud of them, and we all are too. The juniors are going to be having their championships in December, so don't miss that. The new season for juniors in 2024 starts in February, but they accept new skaters all year round. What you want to do is go to the website at derbydolls.com. Click on Junior Derby Dolls. You're looking for when's the next newbie day, and the next newbie day is sometime in December. New skaters can come, have a free class, see what they think about it. All you got to do is bring a mouth guard and a water bottle, and we'll supply the rest. So go to derbydolls.com, click on Junior Derby Dolls, and find out more.
That's a alter ego's got it. I'm so sorry. I wrote them down for you. A failure to reform for alter ego. The point is, we are looking at a power jam for the tricks. That is Sweet Baby Rage. No, it's not. It's Bella Blitz. Already looking up for her scoring pass.
Bella tells that wall, go forward. Goes with them. They hit the pack together, and boom, just like that, there goes Bella Blitz with time for another pass.
I mean, there's no penalty for becoming invisible, but that is just what she did right there. She was not visible for a second. She completely unhuman formed and then popped back in on the other side of that wall.
She's out here
takes a lot of talent.
Portals onto the track. I don't know what this is.
What is this?
No
is this a pack?
Yeah, it's not a pack.
I don't think this is a pack.
Pack's got to have skaters from both teams.
This is just skating at this point. We're skating in a circle. The pack will reform. We got enforcers on the ground. This one, that was a real wild one, Trixie.
It's Halloween and all is chaos.
Woo, spooky.
Up is down. Nurses are sexy. What will happen next?
Are you a sexy baby Halloween person?
No.
No. I like to find the line right in the middle.
The problem is that I was, my Halloween history, I was raised in Chicago, Illinois by Catholics. So not only was there no sexy baby, there was also...
it's Joel Chan sitting down
It
with
was
an arms
also
penalty.
very cold, and you always had to wear a sweater over your Halloween costume.
You just got to work with that. You go incorporate it into your sexy baby. But I realized I just said I like to go right down the middle. Nobody's looking for that in sexy. I'd like to be right down the middle. Just like how I want to look. Oh, yeah, sure. I hear you.
Jurassic Punk stuck in the back of the pack. It's the Tricks with lead jam. That's number 22, Nia Broliton. Jurassic Punk out of the pack, but will Punk be able to get around and score? Nia Broliton all the way through the pack, 4 more points. The bench has a message. That message is call it off, and Nia Broliton does. Tricks are gonna break the century mark right here.
There you go,
102 to 59.
We got about 3.5 minutes left in this quarter. No penalties on that last jam.
Clean skates, full hearts, can't lose. Oh, and just while exiting smack gets taken down, roller sticks, lead jammer. Is Hell on Wheels is leading the charge in the pack, trying to keep Smackaroni in. Roller sticks getting detained by Hidden, among others.
Yeah.
They've got the Jammer locked up at the high side. Tries the low side. Jinx takes her into the infield.
This is strong defense on both teams, really keeping those Jammers contained. The problem is they got to keep their packs together.
You know, if you keep your Jammer contained, they stay fresher longer.
That's right.
Tupperware.
Right after you get your skate legs.
You get your Tupperware?
Oof. This is some third quarter plops and drops that I recognize from fatigue.
Boy, ain't it the truth. One of the things that happens in your average roller derby game, the game gets later.
The falls get sprawlier.
Oh, you get tired. It's tiring out there, even if you do have fresh knees.
10 years from now, they'll have the oldest, youngest knees. They're still going to have pretty young knees, but they, that's what sports do.
And they will have memories.
They will have. That's what I'm saying. They build your memories up. We're under 2 minutes left in this quarter. 107-59.
I'm seeing one blocker each down. Oh, 2 blockers for white.
And 1 blocker down for black. For a low block, that's Izelle on wheels. Furious George is out.
Feel like I'm saying it a lot. Tricks have the lead Jammer position.
The Pink Poison is not giving up, certainly trying to muscle her way through that pack. She does get out.
Spoke too soon.
Spoke a bit too soon.
It's so tough when you have a disadvantage like this. White only has 2 blockers, while black's got 3 and lead Jammer. Out one more time. Finding Gory says, keep it going. Sometimes you get advice from your bench. It may or may not be authorized.
You often, woohoo!
And on
low on the
foot.
inside, sliding through Furious George.
Furious George says, I can score those points with 1 foot. Fortunately, not tied behind her back. And another scoring pass! Racking up another handful right at the whistle. That's 15 points!
15 points! I don't remember what I did last time. It was the sea shanty.
It was a lot like that, but
You got an arms penalty here.
This one was prettier,
For
but
Luna
was it as
Shepley.
passionate? I'm not sure.
15 points on a jam. That's 122-59.
Yo ho ho! and a
Tricks
bottle
are
of
definitely
rum.
breaking away here at the top of this second half.
The game clock. Wow! Big positional block into the infield by Mad X. Fight Night goes a flying, and
The
Treats
Fight
are
Night.
in the lead.
Fight Night is back on the track.
You can't keep Fight Night down.
No. Here comes Cinderella.
Cinderella, one of our newer skaters. Great to see him out there. 25 seconds left on the clock. And there goes Cinderella, starts racking up those points. Got one more to beat. Oh, takes it to the infield, but there's still time. Cinderella looks a little shook up on that play. But she's on
She's
her
all
feet.
right.
Big hand for Cinderella.
Yeah. Nice work, Cinderella.
That is your third quarter. 122-59 in favor of the Tricks. Hey, everybody, why don't you go ahead and get out those raffle tickets, because it's time to see who's a winner and who's going home for dinner. That's stupid.
Well, we can workshop that one too. I hope everybody
Like,
gets dinner
Something rhymes. Yeah,
despite
no-
the winning.
No dinner for you. All right, first prize up for, I don't know, winning?
Yeah.
4 VIP passes
You're
to
going
the
to start at the
road.
top. That's how Trixie does it. Trixie's like, let's start with the grand prize game.
Is it the grand prize? It's number 1. So
All right,
that's
number 1.
what we do
Right. Sometimes
first.
we start with gift packs. But you know what? These are all great. These are all number 1s. And we're
Getting
starting with,
heckled.
are you ready? 243-702. Please raise your hand and shout, I'm a winner. That's who we're looking for. 243-702. You just won 4 VIP tickets to attempt to lick art at the Broad.
Check your tickets. Check your friends' tickets. One more time. If this is you, jump up so we know it.
Winner,
All
winner,
right.
chicken dinner.
Go ahead down to concessions to collect your prize.
Nice work. You bought the ticket, and you go home a winner. What are we giving out next, Trixie?
Well, we're giving out a 12-inch Fall Guys collectible plushie fairy corn.
Gonna
Not
have
a
us-
fairy comb, a
No.
fairy corn.
Get your plushie shelf ready. I know it's full. 243-870. You just won a collectible plushie. 243-870. Hello, who's a winner?
Is that
Tara
you?
it
Yeah!
is. Yes,
Woo!
congratulations with the Scream mask. Thank you for
All right, and now
dressing appropriately.
3, count them, 3 Fall Guys
Oh my gosh.
small 12-inch collectible plushies, original blue.
A handful of fun for ticket number 243-844. If you are 243-844, you just want a handful of soft things.
All
There you are.
right.
Come and pick them up. They're yours at concessions, correct?
At concessions,
At
that's where we do
concessions.
that.
Tracy, this is our last one. It went by so quickly. What are we giving out for our last raffle prize?
Well, that's going to be a gift bag of Derby Doll merch.
Some might say this is the grand prize. It is, if you are holding the ticket that says 860-758. 860-758. You're going home with a bag of merch. Who are you? Say you've won.
Stand up, make some noise. Let us
Oh boy,
know
they're
you
out there
are getting
buying
that
merch. That's the problem. They don't know.
What's that number?
Is that you? No, these are just people starting to wave.
waving. People making
860-758. There you are.
Right
Thank
on.
you. That's our wave.
And thank you everyone for supporting Junior Derby Dolls for buying those tickets.
Yes.
And so it begins.
And as it ends.
The fourth quarter of roller derby action here at Dollholla. We are starting with a power jam, it looks like. A power jam.
Better?
So good.
Okay, good.
So good, so good, so good.
It's for the tricks.
That's right, it's an opportunity to extend their 122-63 lead. They're figuring out the exact right combination of blockers to put up there in the pack to maximize their returns on this jam.
Are they also down a blocker?
I
think they are,
White
yeah.
team? Yeah, they are. They are in reduced circumstances.
This is not ideal.
And they were holding back Rage for a good little bit there, but Rage shakes off that block, comes back around. Looks like some snuggling in turn 2. Kitten Crush tries to stop Rage at the rail, just a laser. Rage comes through with the full pull. 28 seconds left to go. And once more through the pack for Sweet Baby Rage.
Taking it strong on the high side.
By the
Rage
way,
just powered through there.
I talked to Rage's mom, Brooklyn Decker. Her sister's Grim Burton, and I can't believe I blanked on that. I'm sorry, Grim, wherever you are.
You know, there's a lot to think about here. This is a different kind of pack, Trixie. That's all you're looking, your head on a
I
swivel.
wouldn't call that a pack at all. But there they were. 4 more points, 14 points, 4 plus 10.
It's 122 to 63.
They're double checking that point count. The Enforcers, extremely professional crew. They want to make sure that they get it right out there. If you would like to be a ref, just email refs@derbydolls.com. You don't have to know how to skate, and you don't have to know the rules when you start. You do have to know the rules after you start.
Do you like telling people what to do and then telling them to sit down? You might be
A
enforcer
mom.
material.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
it.
would you say a mom? Both are true.
We got ourselves an official time out. Hey, Hollow, what are you doing later on?
Oh, I'm staying here all night long because a very important bout is happening after this one.
What's that bout?
Well, the Derby Dolls have been together now for 20 years. That's 2 decades. And the best and the bravest have gotten together to lace up their skates once again and have an alumni bout.
Yeah, that's right. It's so exciting. And I'll tell you what, if you don't already have your tickets, my apologies. It sold out in about 34 minutes.
It very much
Literally
did. So I sold a
34
ton.
minutes.
Not since like trying to get tickets. It was like Ticketmaster level intensity, the planning I did to get my tickets. You know, I only got 1 ticket though because I thought, well, I don't want to take anyone else's ticket and hold a seat.
Aw, that is so
I did-
giving of you.
But it was funny. You were like, well, all my friends are coming. They'll get their own ticket. I didn't think
No.
about how many tickets I should have bought for my friends.
You didn't think about what flakes all your friends are.
I thought everybody nerded out and got up early to buy your tickets for this bout.
You forgot how many of your friends sleep till noon.
I forgot about that. Indeed. Trix in the lead in the jammer position, looking to make some points before the. There we go. Now we got our lead jammer. Is Trix.
What's happening?
There was a lot happening, is what I'm going to say, just very quickly. But
I looked
is
away.
hell on wheels. As soon as you looked away, there was a fall and a sprawl and a jammer changed positions.
Yeah, that's why we tell people not to blink. That's why all junior derby bouts are sponsored by Visine. Visine gets the red out, keeps the eyes open. You never miss a minute of roller derby action.
And more importantly, after a jam like that, S1 helmets, the symbol of protection, protecting the Derby Dolls since 2009. They are the official helmet of the Derby Dolls. And when you decide it's time for you to start skating, please remember to wear your gear. Wear a helmet, please.
All right, we've got 1 Trix blocker in the box for it above the shoulders. 2 jammers out there. And the Trix are out first. There goes Stargirl. Stargirl in the lead.
And now you got Stitches breaking out of the pack as well.
Oh, you got Stitches, all right.
Ooh, stepping over that block.
Just so
and then calling off the
casual.
track. That was so pretty.
Just when it looked like Stargirl was stuck, just picked up that
Just
leg,
was like,
boink, bye.
They do make it look easy, but that's because they practice hard and all the time. And if you're here, you know probably the level of commitment that these skaters have put into their sport. And we thank you for bringing the best of the best and the brightest to this track for the next generation of the LA Derby Dolls. Because we're nowhere near done. And
No,
we need
indeed.
these are the skaters for the next 20-year reunion.
We'll be seeing them all out there. They'll be even taller.
They'll be even taller.
That's what junior skaters do. They get taller and even more cool looking, and I can't recognize
Alter
them
Ego
anymore.
calling it off and taking down a few skaters on the way.
Liza T. Salazar is in the chat room rooting for the treats from the air, flying home from Seattle.
Oh my goodness.
Liza T says, go hidden, and shout out to E.T. Haley.
I mean, I think 30,000 miles away counts as the farthest spectator.
That's true. It's
I'm
gotta
so
be,
impressed.
right?
We got a directional blocking penalty.
That's on Skate White Shark for the Tricks. They'll be down.
Ooh, our Tricks jammer definitely taking a beating there, but does get out. That's got our treats as lead jammer.
Fellow going down in slow motion at the front of that pack. Ten and a half minutes left to go in the game. Is Hell on Wheels meets the Treats jammer at the back of the pack.
The Tricks have really put some points on the board every time I look around, but it has been an impressive lead.
Well, the Tricks really put the dagger in the third, I think we'll find, with a total of 65 points scored in the third, including 2 15-point jams. Yeah. And, you know, you just can't give away too many 15-point jams before you wind up in trouble.
Here we have 2 blockers that are going to sit down for the Tricks. So that might give the Treats a bit of an advantage here if their jammer can get out quickly, and she does.
That's right. Dirty Tricks
Don't worry
is
about
out
that sound.
one more time.
That sound means roller derby is happening. Dirty Tricks is coming around to hopefully make a scoring pass or 2.
Lash Out Loud trying to pick her way through this pack. Getting some interference at the front, but gets a friendly from Nia Brawleton. Great little assist from Nia Brawleton.
Speaking of a friendly, that certainly helped.
Certainly helped our Mad X with a timely low block.
The Treats call it off. Just over 9 minutes left in this game.
The comeback starts now.
That's
4
right.
points for the Treats.
That's right. Give it up for the Treats, putting more points on the board. Tricks looking to keep their lead in the final minutes of this bout.
One more time out there, everybody. Who here is rooting for the Tricks? Tricks got some fans out there.
They do. That was a confident, quiet applaud.
And who out there is rooting for the Treats? Oh, first in their hearts, if not on the charts. The Treats got a lot of fans out there. And they're going to get a chance to think about how much they love the Treats because we've got an official timeout.
On this official timeout, let's see. We've talked about how you can be an enforcer. You can join Fresh Meat. You can join Derby Provita. You can join our juniors program depending on if you're age appropriate.
There's
Speaking
so
of age
many
appropriate,
things you can do. It's amazing.
If you've got old knees and you're an alumni, do you miss skating on this bank track? Are you walking up here thinking, I should have signed up for this? We have a program just for you. No attendance or volunteer requirements, just practices and half the dues. We call it 401 Skate. You can get all the details and then find yourself suddenly joining roller derby again. That's what's going to happen. Why would you kid yourself?
It draws you back in, whether you want it or don't. Step in here, and the smell of gear just takes you right back to 2003.
We do want to give a shout out to all of our volunteers who make this league possible. 95% of all the staff you see here are volunteers, so please give them a high five. A COVID safe, one of those punches with the fist. However, maybe you're one of those people that just sort of nods your chin, however you say it.
Just smile at them like a creep and make them wonder.
Because it's Halloween. The Derby Dolls are a nonprofit organization run by the skaters, refs, and those who love roller derby.
Hey, that's me.
I think that's all of us here today.
Shout out to Grant Palmer. Grant Palmer Photography is out there snapping away. Taking a lot of pictures and more importantly, editing all of those pictures afterwards.
I know.
Grant donates so much of his time and so much of his amazing hard-won skill, at least when he's not out at Burning Man, getting rained on and whatnot. We're glad he made it back. Always a nice time seeing Grant Palmer. I'm just going to keep seeing his name and see how many times he looks up. Grant Palmer. Oh, I'm sorry. Hollow wants me to do my job.
Well, no, I just didn't want to miss it.
What, when I finally did my job?
No, we have.
It's going to happen any second
you need to look into this. I'm saying positive things, and you're turning them around. We have a low block for number 5-5.
5533, that
Thank
is
you.
Mad X, and a cut for Stitches. That track cut is
There you go.
Hey.
I think some might call that predictable that Stitches is going to get a cut penalty. All right. We are in a super jammer race here, tricks and treats. You don't have to choose. We got tricks and treats.
Lead change, lead change.
Lead change for the treats, looking to make some points.
Smackaroni.
Some quick points. Woo!
Okay.
Sweet spin and a call and it off. Nice work
seriously,
on that.
I don't think you can appreciate it from the angle you're all sitting at. There was like, imagine a tiny amount of space, and that is what Smackaroni flipped around
With her butt.
shoved her hips through
Yep.
to pick up those last points. Outstanding.
That's right. The best thing about roller derby, your butt always has your back.
That is what you score your points with when your hips pass the opposing player. Not
Tricks
your head,
aren't-
not your foot, not your tongue, like Lightning McQueen, only the hips. And the hips.
Bella Blitz is on the attack, looking to keep this lead. I'm sorry, what's
You
happening to me?
interrupted my Shakira reference. I was going to say,
so sorry.
and the hips don't lie.
Oh, the hips don't lie. I'm so sorry. I was so invested with Bella. It was just such a powerful jam.
It is a powerful jam, but it was a powerful reference
I'm
too.
so
Paula.
sorry that I, for a second,
man.
paid attention to the
game.
track. I'll never do it again. Here we go. We have a backboxing penalty on number 27, Luna Shovegood. I mean, some might say it's right in the name.
That's right, blocking out of bounds. When you are more than 20 feet in the front or in the back of the pack, you get that blocking out of
Why
bounds
isn't
penalty.
back blocking the double
There's
B and then
no
blocking out of
reason for
bounds? There's
that.
no reason for these letters and numbers. We might as well just be color coded.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's probably because here's a history lesson for you. Back blocking used to be called ramming.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was
That's true.
probably used to be R and now it's B.
But you know, the R and the B also looked alike. I can see it's just never been easy for people. That's what
Never
I'm
been
saying.
easy.
That we should just not have penalties. That's the
That
problem.
would be one way to go. I think it might be better if like they all swore not to do penalties rather than us not calling penalties.
Rita gets back on the track and calls it off. Did the treats happen to score any points before Tricks called it off?
I don't think so. Maybe one? No points? No points? No points.
No points.
It is still 152-276, 6.25 minutes left in the game, and we are once again having a official timeout.
It feels official.
Doesn't it? I
It's
love
different.
official timeouts. They've got
It's
more
different.
starch in them. They're crisper.
Yeah, the whistle. It's like they bring out an official whistle for just the whistle for the official timeouts.
They save all the good whistles for themselves, those enforcers.
Comes out of a case. It's presented.
Hey, they deserve it.
Judging from who's in the penalty box over here, I may have to start singing again.
Dear, oh
That's
dear.
not a threat,
You
that's a
can't have that.
promise.
Are you sure? Can we take a vote?
No, it's too late.
Okay, it's declared. A lot of bodies wearing black shirts in that penalty box.
I mean, the people who really get to vote are the ones who are in our live feed because they have a chat, so they can let us know. If they're like, Hala, that's enough, then I will listen. I am a crowd pleaser first and a people pleaser second. I don't know if you, I mean, that's pretty clear, I think.
And a wonder killer third.
Yes.
All right, we've got the penalty report, and it's a long one. Settle in.
We got 3 penalties for Tricks, including their jammer having to sit down, which is going to have our treats on a power jam. That's me stalling until Tricks has written all the penalties down.
So 1 down for the treats. Mad X on her last penalty before she gets ejected by my
Look
unofficial
at
count.
that.
But the real story's
Alter Ego already out. How many times do you think Alter Ego has to hear Lego My Ego jokes while they're trying to score? I think it's a lot.
I hope not. I hope for their
No.
sake.
I just think that's what's going to happen when you've named yourself that. There you go. That's a first scoring pass. How many more can Ego do? With over 30, with most half of this jam left.
That's going to depend on their blockers. Jinx out there doing their best to hold back Sweet Baby Rage. Rage escapes, but they managed to slow down that pack at least a little bit.
They are speeding that pack up, but Ego makes it through, stepping her way.
Another fantastic timely assist by Jinx, who then takes a blocker into the rail. Now that slowed this pack down right proper. Right proper.
That was a tough one. Oh,
Ooh,
we
into
are
the rail.
definitely taking people to the rail on this jam. And Ego calls it off.
Ooh, great
It's a
jam
lot of
by
points.
the treats.
Nice work, Treats.
We're just waiting for that verdict, and there it is, 15 points.
15 points for the tricks. No, for the treats.
152
Listen to me.
91.
It's so hard. Next time, different names.
It's even harder when you're wearing roller
We have a directional
skates.
block on the treats and above the shoulders for the tricks. And we definitely have a jammer race going on here.
Furious George. Oh my goodness.
We put that rail there for a reason.
All right, we're going to have a pause here. All right, big hand, please. Big hand for Skate White Shark headed back to the bench. And we're always grateful.
smiling.
We're always grateful when they don't have to do anything, but we do
Very
thank
true.
our doll repair team and our EMTs for coming out here every single game to keep the skaters safe.
That was very official.
Mom Church 7's in the chat room and says, I had to come in to see if Princess Leia was skating today, but she isn't. Sorry about that, Mom Church. But I stayed to watch and cheer on the rest of the skaters.
There you
Good job,
go.
Tricks and Treats.
Thank you so much.
And that really is how it is. When you see your first derby game, you know that the second one is not far behind.
Oh, here we go with some penalties, Trixie. We have a blocking after jam.
Yeah, it's an illegal block by Skate White Shark for hitting after the jam. You can't do it. But we're still glad that she's okay.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. But she did get a penalty.
It's getting official again.
Oh, no. A challenge. A challenge is called by the Tricks. All right, what happens during a challenge is that the coaches from both teams are going to come out there. That's Petrify or Grease Frightening for the Tricks. They will explain what they think they saw and what they'd like the enforcers to do about it. The Treats will give their side of the story, and then all the officials will get together. They'll talk it over, and then they'll come back with their judgment. The issue at hand is that blocking after the jam penalty on Skate White Shark. So we're just going to see what they decide.
May I ask, is this about the dust up at the rail? Is that where this would be?
It's not exactly a dust up necessarily, but Skate White Shark was coming in so fast, trying to steal those points.
Yeah.
The question's going to be, was that collision after the whistle? The jam ends on the first of the 4 whistles that the ref puts out. So point accruing stops.
Yeah.
And you are eligible for that blocking after the jam penalty, even if the whistle's still going off. This is usually where somebody who's a ref in the chat room corrects me, but I feel pretty solid on this one.
You're feeling confident. And that's why we say there's a lot to think about and pay attention to when you're playing the sport. It is offense and defense at the same time. There are so many people telling you what to do at every second that you're up there.
The spirit of roller derby is the spirit of community, as you can see on the infield right now, as our enforcers help keep each other cool.
Well,
I gotta say, Wooby, Wild Bill Hiccup, if you're actually having temperature problems, you could
did bring a coat.
You could take off the
I know.
cape.
Yeah, I know it's a cape, but it's a coat, and when it's over 80 degrees, you've decided to wear a coat to the infields, which is already brave. We don't wear. You can't tie anything around your waist at moonlight. I feel like capes on the track are really dangerous.
Is it a coat or is it a sleeveless bathrobe? That's
Whatever it is, it's comfy in cold weather, and it's slimming. He looks very tall. We have just under 4 minutes left in this bout, 152-91. The Tricks have been keeping the Treats out of the sweet spot.
Oh!
Thank you. I just unwrapped that one
Big
for you.
hand. Oh, a double!
Thanks.
Oh, double up.
I have no sleeves to put my tricks up.
No.
So I have to leave them all here for you, Trixie.
She's on a roll, folks. You can't stop her.
Well, that's what happens.
Foolish to try.
An official timeout, I feel like it gives you a second to breathe. Come up with your jokes.
Some very, very good jokes.
I think it's because everything's so official. You just feel like you need to crack it up in the back.
Hey, speaking of people who come up with very good jokes and all sorts of creative ideas, we at the Derby Dolls want to congratulate the victorious members of the Writers Guild of America, who finally got their contracts through. God bless them.
It's time for SAG. Let's get going.
All right, SAG-AFTRA still out there, still wearing shirts and yelling things.
We have hotel workers still on strike. We have union strikes all over this country. And thanks for fighting through what is now going to be, I guess, hot labor fall. But that's fine.
Hot
that's
labor
fine.
summer
We know
goes
that
into hot labor
That's
fall.
how LA does it. When is it cold? The day of Halloween. And you're like, oh no.
So you don't have to wear a sweater over your frigging costume like you live in Chicago.
So 1 year I went as a teacher. Nobody.
Did anyone notice?
Nope, absolutely not. Door to door, people being like, "What's happening? Are you here for?" And I had a clipboard and an apple, but it was not enough. And my little sister was cute, so no one knew I was a teacher. It was devastating.
Yeah, 1 year when I really got lazy on the old costumes, my daughter was Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to put a bald cap on her because bald caps are really difficult and it would always make her really upset. So I just put a baseball cap on her. I'm like, Charlie Brown plays baseball. Here you go, kid. Nobody. Everyone was like, why aren't you wearing a costume?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't be mean to her. She's 7.
My mom quickly changed my costume and made me look like a bug, and all was forgiven. Like, she didn't make the teacher costume. That was me. She was out there being like, oh no, she's just wearing a skirt.
Okay, so you were a teacher on purpose?
Yeah, I was a 10-year-old teacher.
Oh, God bless.
Now you dress for the job you want. You trick or treat with the people that you respect. And I just thought, who wouldn't know I'm a teacher? I'm a 10-year-old dressed like a grown lady. They didn't know. I wore it well. I had lady hips at 10.
That is on brand, is what that is.
It's so on brand. If only I had junior roller derby back then.
Oh man, once I joined roller derby, that was it for costumes. I haven't bothered since
never.
2003 or whenever I started. Challenge was lost, so the Tricks will serve that penalty for blocking after the jam. But at least everybody got a nice big rest out of it. Because there's only 3:51 left in this game. They're going to skate as hard as they can. They need you to cheer as hard as you can. Let's finish this game with a bang. Tricks versus Treats. LA Junior Derby Dolls. Now I'm just saying stuff.
That's okay. The whistle's blowing. You were doing your job exceptionally well,
I'm doing
Trixie.
my job. She said so, and she's a teacher.
And the Tricks are out with the lead jam, but the Treats are not far behind, hoping to scare the lead away. No, that one didn't work.
Scare up some points?
You know what it was? Scare up some points. Yeah! But the problem was I got too invested in the race mid-sentence. The Tricks call it off as they hit the track. That's fascinating,
again,
where you can call off the jam.
You spend too much time actually watching the game.
Well, I do
I'm
like
only
to
watching
know.
the game, controlling it.
Just over 3 minutes left, 153-91. The Treats may break this century mark, like you were saying.
Could be they're knocking on Hundred's door, but the Tricks have the lights turned off and are pretending nobody's home. There goes hidden lead jammer for the Treats.
Treats are out in the back. The Treats are finding themselves trying to slow down that pack for their jammer.
Roller Sticks escapes, but hidden already racking up those points. Gets through 4 points, calls it off. Should be 95 to 153. And the Treats wasting no time getting on that track. They want more jams, please. Oh, both jammers are down.
We have double jammer penalties. So what happens, Trixie, when both jammers are serving penalties at the same time? Do we just skate with all the blockers and no jammers?
I'm so glad you asked. We used to do it like that, but then we couldn't play the right music to have couples skate because ASCAP would get after us. So now what we do is both teams field a jammer, both teams sit one blocker, and that is how we deal with it when both jammers do a penalty. So it is Hell on Wheels is getting up there, taking the start for the Tricks. Both teams down one blocker. There goes the whistle. There go the jammers.
2 minutes left in this bout. 2 minutes left.
Is Hell on Wheels out. Big lead. Solid hit at the rail by Finding Gory.
Coming in for a scoring pass. A lot of speed and determination. steps her way around that jammer and is out looking for her second scoring pass.
That's right. That's a full pull for Is Hell on Wheels. All 5 points in just one pass. Can Is Hell do it again? Meets some resistance and is through. 20 points left on the jam clock.
Jammer for the treats, still trying to find her way out, but has done a good job of turning into a blocker when needed on these scoring passes.
Yeah,
like
the tricks are doing double duty. They are keeping the other jammer in, and they're keeping the jam slow for Is Hell on Wheels, who's hung up at the rail as the time runs out on that jam. Big hand and big points. That's 14 for the tricks.
14. And some penalties are coming. Under 1 minute left in the bout. I don't know why I can't stop singing. It's Halloween. Oh, we are going to have a jammer sitting down. We have the treats on a power jam.
That's right, Is Hell on Wheels.
We have dirty tricks for the treats. She's out, making her way around the track. That's right, this is the final 25 seconds of this. Make some noise for the treats.
Dirty Tricks trying to bring it around. But Stargirl and Frida Barlow keeping that pack nice and fast.
Setting that pack's pace much faster.
Quick acceleration.
Treats do get Dirty Tricks, makes her way through.
Game
And
clock
she make her way
counts.
around one more time for another scoring pass.
Game clocks run out. This jam goes on till the jam clock runs out. If the team in the lead has committed no penalties, they will win. But if they've committed a penalty and the other team hasn't, we'll have one more jam. Keep your eye on those officials. They will either award the game to the team in the lead, or they will indicate that there'll be one more jam, which is this pumping thing they do with their arms. It's very cool looking. Once the game is called, we invite everybody to come on down and give their favorite skaters a well-earned high five. Win or lose, we congratulate all the skaters. We are so thankful for everyone who comes out to this program, does all the work. Here comes the call. There's your winners. The Tricks have taken it home.
That's 167 to 100. That's both teams hitting past the century mark. And these are your Tricks. Bella Blitz, Is Hell on Wheels, Ania Brawleton, Luna Shovegood, Chemical X, Beetlejuke, Furious George, Rage, Lash Out Loud, Roller Sticks, Finding Gory, Stargirl, Skate White Shark, Fight Night, Angel of Death, Frida Barlow, and VV Vroom. Your coaches are Petrifier and Greased Frightening. Congratulations to the Tricks.
And please keep that spirit rolling for the treats. We've got Jinx, Dirty Tricks, Slim Reaper, Smackaroni, Smaller Brawler, Alter Ego, Cinderella, Sally Face, Kitten Crush, Jurassic Punk, Mad Cat, Jolteon, Stitches, Mad X, Pink Poison, Co-Captain Hidden Hit 'em, Captain Wensley, Adams, Coaches, Honey BB, and Ziggy Stardust. They're keeping it 100. They are the Treats. We gotta thank everybody who makes these bouts possible. Thank you, housekeeping, EMT Rad Crew, led by Jesus. What? Grant Palmer and all of our admin, everybody, and all the parents, friends of the league who are out here. I invite you all to watch tonight's game on YouTube. It's gonna be a barn burner. Next up for juniors is playoffs. So until then, we invite you to be well, be safe, be back here in December for those playoffs. I'm Trixie Biscuit.
And I Make You Holla.
We're going to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.